Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's do some real feel-good crafting. Stay tuned. So I'll promise you two things. You are going to feel good at the end of this video. No, you are going to feel great. And I promise you that today's project will be one of the prettiest versions you've ever seen. So guys, what am I talking about? I am talking about this. This is a milk carton, and it's made using a file folder. This carton is just so stinking cute. It is so adorable, and I've added these paper clip charms to it, and I think that it is just so pretty. And I'm going to bring in the second one that I made, and then here's our second one, and you can see that they're very much alike. The only difference is the look of the top, and that is based on the border of the file folder. Guys, these are so easy to make, and they really do make a wonderfully charming gift. And for me, I think that these are some of the prettiest I've ever seen. It's a standard milk carton, but what sets it apart, the fact that it's a file folder, and then the file folder can be this beautiful. And I am going to show you the folders that I'm working with. So I am working with these file folders, and they come in 3 different colors. The bases of them are different, but the bodies are the same, so you can mix and match these however you want, and the look will stay consistent. So at some point, things are going to get back to normal, and we're going to have baby showers, bridal showers, teas, all of those things will come back. And you're going to need beautiful favors and beautiful trinkets and gifts, and that's exactly what these little milk cartons can be for you. So y'all know what? I am going to show you just how easy it is to make this. So to make this, we're going to start with one file folder. The first thing that I want you to do is I want you to trim off this end here. Just trim off about 1/8 of an inch so that we can separate these into 2 pieces. Then we're going to trim each piece down to 8 inches wide. So you will end up with a piece that is 8 by 11 3/4. Why are those measurements important? They're important because if you're working with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, you can make this project. You don't have to have file folders. Go through your stash and pick out some beautiful papers. You can make this project using the papers that you have. The beautiful thing about using these file folders, first of all, the pattern is just beautiful. But when you cut it down into 2 separate sheets, that means that you can make 2 milk cartons from 1 file folder. Guys, let's make it. Okay, so to make our folder, we're going to start on the 8-inch side. And on the 8-inch side, we are going to score this at 5/8. And I already have a score there, so I don't need to do it. We're going to score again at 2 3/4. And then another score at 5 7/8. Then we'll rotate it to the 11 3/4 inch side, and we will score every 2 3/4 of an inch. So that means that our first score is going to be at 2 3/4. The second score will be at 5 1/2, and I'm just going to make a mark. And then I need to move that because my 5 1/2 inch mark on the scoreboard is in a very awkward place. So 2 3/4, 5 1/2, then again at 8 1/4. Final score at 11. Then let's fold and burnish all of our scores. All right, so once we've got our scores folded and burnished, we are going to have a triangle in the corner at the bottom piece that we'll need to remove. So all I need to do is, using my finger blade, I am going to remove that. And then what's left becomes my glue flap. Then I need to come down here to the bottom and free up these tabs. So I am going to do a slight angle cut on both sides of the score marks that I have running here at the bottom. So then we are going to be left with this. Now what we need to do is let's go ahead and pretend fold this so you can figure out where the back is. And the back is going to be wherever the glue flap ends up hitting. So this is my back. So the reason why we're doing this is so that we can determine where the sides are. So this is a side and this is a side. So these are my two sides. So all I'm going to do is open this up and I'll flip it over. So I have a side next to the glue flap, and then I'll skip this one, and the next one is my side. And this is important because I am going to make a couple of score marks so that I can have an easier fold in on the side. So I'm going to make some triangle scores, and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my ruler and I'm trying to find the halfway mark of this panel, and then I am positioning my ruler at that halfway mark of that panel only, and then I am angling down towards the inside. So I don't know if you guys can see what I've done, but I can come back and mark it with my pen just to give you an idea. So that's what I did. I created a triangle inside of that panel, and then I'll skip this one. I'm going to come over to this one and do the same thing. So what I'm trying to do is find the center point of this panel here. If you need to, place it back in your scoreboard and just make yourself a little notch so that you'll know where the center is. But I am just going to eyeball it. Then I'll use my stylus, and all I'm doing really is getting an impression. So what this does for you is when you're putting the milk carton together, it simply makes it easier for you to get that milk carton look on the side. That's why we made those triangles. You can do it without that, but it just makes it easier and it makes it look a little bit neater. So now all I'm going to do is I will take my glue, place it on the glue flap, and I'm simply going to close this with the other end, making sure that my score marks are even. And then once I think everything is nice and flat and even, I'll use my bone folder to get it stuck down. I'll go on the inside with that bone folder, get that nice and stuck down, and now everything looks pretty good. Okay, so here's the back, because there's that back flap. So when I stand it up like this, I know that this is my back. So I'm going to lay my sides down just like that. Use a little bit of glue just to close these. So then I'll take my glue and place it on the back. Fold that up, and then I'll take my glue, place it on my front flap, and I'll fold that. And now I'll stand this up, use my bone folder to go on the inside, get everything stuck down. Then I'll take it and go along the bottom and get everything stuck there. And I'm sure that you guys noticed that before I actually put this box together, it was a flat fold. So you can make up bunches of these and just have them ready whenever you need them. All right, so now that we have made all of our scores and we've burnished and folded those, putting this together will be very easy. So all we need to do is grab it and start pinching in. And because we made those triangles in the two panels, it makes it that easy for this carton to come together. All right, guys, so now that we have our cute little milk carton all done, we can go ahead and close it. And I'm going to show you how I intend to close this. And you guys saw me make these beautiful clips. And there is no better purpose I can think of right now than to take this and put it on this little milk carton. this thing just went through the stratosphere with that on it. This is truly the most beautiful milk carton I have ever laid my eyes on. And I've made a lot of milk cartons, but this one, oh my, I wish you had this in your hands right now so that you could see just how gorgeous this really is. I am going to take the clip off for just a moment and let you guys in on a little secret on what I normally do with these. So what I usually do with my milk cartons is I fill them with bath salts. That's how I give them. So what I'll do is I'll take Mod Podge and go all over the bottom to make sure the bottom stays sealed. Then I make sure I don't have any cracks. And then I fill it with fun, scented bath salts. That's all I do. But you can put all types of things in here, that whatever you want. You can put candies, you can put teas, you can put little soaps, whatever you want to put in. And then, like I said, when you close it with something as delightfully beautiful as this, you are really giving your project that wow factor, and you have really taken it to the next level. So I am going to bring the others back in so that you can see all of these and see just how gorgeous they are. So guys, I hope that you have liked this project. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys, please stay safe, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.